So we're live. And while other people are joining in, we are 1 hour early today. I know that. And there's a reason for it. And I'll tell you. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. Yay. This is so weird. It says nobody, then no at one thumbs up. But hi, everyone. How are you doing? If you guys are new to this channel, please don't forget to click that subscribe button down below and subscribe because we love doing what we do. I don't have my glasses on right now, but let me set up my other station over here and I can start answering your question. I don't know why I don't have my glasses, but welcome, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Okay, so let's do this. Let me go back here and let me see. Yeah. Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna have you guys, you know what? I'm gonna have you guys head on over to our channel because we're gonna talk about something hair related. So I'm coming on to you guys first to let you know that you should head over to Discovery Natural channel. Are you on Discovery Natural channel right now? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So my hair is the way it is right now because I'm having one of those days and I have my hair all twisted up. But yeah. So we're going to talk about, I'm trying to get more people on before I start rambling my mouth and talking off. But let's do this. So let's make sure everything is connected. If this is your first time on our live chat, let me know, where are you connecting to us from? Are you connecting to us from the US, from overseas, wherever? Comment below. Let me know where you're connecting to us from. Okay, so let's continue this live chat. Thank you. So if you've not yet shared out this live chat, share it out right now, and so that other people can get familiar with this live chat. Other people can know why your twist out don't last long. Tell me, how is the lighting today? I've been working on my lighting, so how is the lighting today? Okay, now we have everyone here, and welcome. Let me first apologize. I missed last week live chat, and the reason why I missed last week live chat was because my daughter had a small photo shoot and we were far away from the house and we couldn't make it. So before I start answering your questions and letting you guys get the information you want, let's first talk about why your twist out don't last as long as they should. Number one, first of all, is the products you are using. The products you are using for your twist out might be products that are actually causing them to not hold on to the curl definition that you want, not hold on to the style that you want. If, for example, you use a product that contains like glycerin and use it in a humid environment, if you twist up your hair, like this is a twist, and I kept my hair in twist for this reason. So if you twist up your hair and you don't put anything like a gel on top of it, what's gonna happen is that when you go out and it's really sunny and really humid outside, it is gonna swell up your hair. And when it swells up your hair, well, your hair will puff out. So that's with the product. So you have to look at the products that you're using. Some people's hair texture actually defines better than other people's hair texture. So if your hair texture is more on the, let's use hair typing now, like 4C, if you use the right products, if you use something with a hold, your twist out is going to be the best twist out ever. Now, if your hair is a hair that really is doesn't hold on to curl definition so much and you feel like, oh, that you don't need to use anything with a hold, you won't get the result like somebody that has a denser type of hair. So that's with products. The second reason is the way you twist your hair. The way you twist your hair really matters. Normally, when people twist their hair, they twist their hair like a simple twist. And I'm going to give you an example. Let's untwist this twist right here. So this is my twist. You can see how it looks. Normally, when people twist their hair, this is what they do. They go twist, they just wrap it around like that. And most of the time they don't make it so tight. Let me try and see. Yeah, they're just wrapping it like this. Okay, this kind of twist, your definition would not last as much as somebody that will twist their hair with a rope twisting method. I emphasize rope twisting method so much because it holds on to your definition more. So a rope twisting method, let me show you, will be something like this. You take your hair, you twist it. As you twist it, you twist the hair strand on its own, twist and twist. You twist and twist. So as you're twisting, you'll see it holds better. You can see it's much tighter than the normal one. So my hand is automatically turning like that. And I bet you the twist will last longer. See, I do it very fast. See, you can see my hand always turning. So that way your twist will last longer, okay? So that is the second thing. The third reason why your twist outs don't last long is your night routine. What are you doing at night? Okay, the way that you preserve your hair at night really matters. Yes, it matters. It matters because at night, most people, if your hair is that kind of hair that you can't put it up in a pineapple, then you might have to retwist your hair in a, maybe not as small, maybe in a bigger way. So the way you twist at night truly matters. The last thing is the way that you unravel your hair. And I'm going to start unraveling my hair now. So this is my twist that we twisted earlier. Most people, when they unravel their hair, this is the difference. I'm going to do the bad unraveling over here. This is how some people unravel their hair. You see that? They're going to unravel their hair like that. Okay. Okay. This twist out is not going to last that long. It's going to get frizzy by the minute. It's going to get frizzy like this. Now, let me unravel. So this is one part. I'm going to do this other section and I'm going to unravel my hair. So I put a Bantu loop at the end. If you guys are wondering how I got my ends to curl, this is how I got my ends to curl. I just took my hair at the end and I just went like this. And I created a Bantu loop. I have a video on this. Check it in the How to Natural Hair playlist. I have playlists. You guys, you are missing a lot if you don't look at my playlist. So I'm going to unravel the Bantu loop like this. I'm going to unravel my twist. And this is how you separate your twist. You know why I'm turning this? I'm turning this because when I did a rope twist out, remember I was telling that you turn this, you turn that. So I'm turning it on its own. Now your hair will separate on its own. See how I'm fanning it? You see this? This is the secret. I'm fanning it. The first day that you unravel your hair, don't unravel your hair too much. So the first day that I unravel my hair, I might just unravel it 2 or 3 times. Like this. Okay? Now see this. See that? Compared to this. Okay? Now what you do if you want a bigger hair is you fan out your hair like this, okay? And then you look for where your hair separates on its own. Automatically, if you did a good job applying products, applying enough products, don't be skimpy, don't be stingy with the product. You will notice that your hair will separate on its own, okay? See how it's separating on its own? You see that? It will separate on its own. When it separates on its own, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get this, curls. Versus if you force it to separate without separating on its own, it's going to get poofy. This is already poofing up. You see that? Compared to this. So those are the reasons that I have for why your hair is not producing a great twist out. So yeah, so that is it. But let's now go into the questions. And I'm so sorry that I'm starting this live chat 1 hour ahead. The reason is because if you go to Instagram, Discovery Natural, on my Insta story, my neighbor, my lovely neighbors, they're always doing something. They're having a birthday party very soon. I think they're going to start at 3 o'clock and it's going to be loud and we didn't get invited. So anyway, so I'm doing my Bantu loop. I'm doing my rope twisting again so that we can get to this business. I'm wearing a shirt today that I tell you, I got this shirt at Five Below. And this is it. Really. Seriously, today of all days that I'm trying to do a live chat, everybody decides to throw a party and not invite me. So let's get started on people's questions. Did you guys see my last video? I did that DIY, my DIY deep conditioner. Yes, this is still the results from it. My hair is nice, and I used the base. I used the castor oil, the Offer Nova castor oil. Great. The smell is wonderful. If you're looking for a castor oil that has great smell, and the customer service is excellent, they respond to you, they do everything, check this out. There's if you go to the video for my DIY deep conditioner, there's a 10% off. This huge bottle will last you forever, because this is not forever. This is a 16 ounce fluid ounce. So this is what we're using because the smell is amazing. Let's get started. Okay, people, so we're starting without my glasses. Pray for me. So we're starting with the first question. Hi, Victoria. And I'm going to say hi to the first 10 people. You want to be the first 10 people to join my live chat every Sundays at 3 p.m. God willing. And if you are on Instagram, you want to join me on Instagram, because if something happens, that is where I'm going to share, or Facebook, Discovery Natural. So we're going to say hi to the first 10 people. Hi, Victoria and Just and the Zoe, LOL, I am Music and Me, welcome. Catherine, oh, hi, Catherine. The dynamic duo. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stacy, Omotayo. I, Nikki, and I believe that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my goodness, we have 2 more people. Okay, let's say hi to 2 more people there, and the 2 more people will be all love, and also we'll say hello to Ayesha Bishop. Welcome, welcome. If you've not yet clicked that like button and that subscribe button, click it right now. So let's get started on the chat. And for those of you that can stay on. Those of you that want to join our chat, we're going to start answering questions right now. And those of you that have given us a thumbs up, thank you for the thumbs up. Let's continue. So now the lighting is beautiful. Thank you so much. Hey, Louis, thank you. So Candy Girl says, I just braided my hair about a month ago and took the braids off last week. The extension ate all my edges. Girl, okay, so let me tell you something. The extension ate all your edges. That is probably because, number 1, the style was too tight, or number 2, while you have extensions on, while you have any styles on your hair, you want to make sure you moisturize it. One good way of keeping your edges intact and keeping moisture on it is by having a good edge hair care routine. What you can do is you can spray a little bit of water in it, get castor oil. Yeah. Castor oil has a thick viscosity, and what it does is that when you put it on your edges, also add a few drops of peppermint in there. When you put it on your edges, it actually keeps your edges moisturized longer. Trust me, it does, and that can help you out. So let's move on to, yeah, so Maria, oh yeah, she says, I always wonder why my Twistouts don't last long. I'm so glad that you are able to join us so that you can know why that is happening. And Shannon E says, my daughter's hair won't stay with the Bantu ends you taught in one of your videos. Should I add products to the end before I do the Bantu? Yes, let's do this. The reason why the Bantu ends, and you say your daughter is mixed, okay, I've worked with people with different texture of hair over the years. So what you can do for the ends to not to stay is, instead of usually you go to the very end of the hair, okay, and you twist. What you want to do is that you want to start further up, and then you want to grab the hair like this, okay, and then loop it on top of your finger. So I'm going to come closer. You're going to loop it on top like that, hold it. Loop it on top, hold it. Loop it on top, hold it. And that way, it's almost as if you have a keyhole in here. But this way, it will stay instead of attempting to do it at the very tippy ends, okay? So hopefully that will help you out. So let's move on to the next questions. And I want to say welcome to all the new people joining us. If this is your first time joining us, we love you so much. How can you not miss out on another live chat? Click that bell next to the subscribe button, because that is the only way you will not miss out the next time I do a live chat. So if you think like, oh my goodness, I keep on getting messages on my Facebook page, Discovery Natural, where people are saying, oh, I missed the live chat. Did you even do a live chat? I'm like, I did one. You need to click that bell. There is no way that you'll be notified if you don't click that bell, okay? So let's do this. The next one is, let's see. Candy Girl says, how can I grow my hair faster? My dear, hair will grow as fast as, number one, it all depends on, number one, your genetics. Number two, your health, the way your health is. If you're someone that you have health issues, if you're taking medications that slows down hair growth, you might not see your hair grow as fast as the next person. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever, ever, never, ever, ever compare your hair growth with somebody else. Number three, products. Yes, I'm saying products. Products will only work if you use it the right way, and if you maintain your hair, and if you eat healthy, and if you do everything internally, okay? And also if you're maintaining your hair well, that is a way that your hair will grow. Hair is always growing. The problem is this: you are not retaining the length at the ends of your hair. So the hair is growing, but the ends of your hair, you're not moisturizing it, you're not keeping it healthy, so it is breaking off, hence why you won't see as much growth as you should. So let's move on. Okay, so let's move on. I gotta do a couple of things here. Housekeeping. Yeah, remember, we don't use bad words on this channel. I don't need to say that. Okay. So somebody said during their cycle, I believe that we're all grown-ups here. So during their female cycle, what happens is that the texture of their hair changes from soft to coarse, and it doesn't respond to hair products. What can I do? So this is the thing. I've actually never heard of that, and I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but I've not done much research in terms of female cycle versus hair issues, hair texture. Your cycles are normally 5 days long, right? Some people have extended cycle depending on your health. What you can do is that if your hair is not responding, when it's time for your cycle, what you can do is you can actually tailor the way you style your hair, the way you care for your hair differently. So in your case, you see your hair texture changes from soft to coarse. You might want to up your moisture application process during that time. So that's my number one advice to you. If products are not responding to your hair, have you ever tried maybe clarifying your hair? If you're someone that co-washes all the time, you might have product buildup that you really need to like start at a new slate. So hopefully that answers your question. Let's move on. The next thing is somebody has said, I have huge problems with knots, especially after washing my hair, and I don't know how to get rid of them. I tried to put olive oil in my hair before washing, but the knots were still there. I don't know how long your hair is. If your hair is long enough to be put in a twist, you might try putting it in a twist, and that will help you out. Really, I have a video where I show you how I twist the hair, wash the hair and twist. So I'm gonna start spilling out links to videos, and this is part of what I do when we're doing this live chat. So let's do this. Wash the hair faster. Okay, so that's one thing that you can try to do. So I'm going to give you a link right now. Hope that helps you. So the next question is from Ebony. Ebony says, did your daughter give you a hard time at 3 years old when doing their hair? When did it get better and how? Okay, when it comes to doing their hair, I actually let them know ahead of time. But when they were young that time, I looked for different distractions. Yes, I did have a hard time. It depends. I tried not to do their hair when they were like in the middle of playing with their toys or when they're watching their show. I try to do it in a time when I'm like, I keep on talking to them like, okay, I'm gonna do your hair, but you know, when the little hand goes up to that number, we're gonna do your hair. Okay, get your dolls out, and when I'm doing your hair, you do your dolls hair. So it gets better. It could take a long time, especially if you have a child with tender head, but you have to talk to them. But let me tell you something. One thing that helped me a lot was teaching my child about their hair. And that is why I started that playlist called How to Teaching Your Children About Natural Hair. Once she realized that, okay, if you don't wash your hair, it's gonna get dirty and your scalp is not gonna like it, it's gonna be itching, that helps out. So make sure you educate your child also on that. Yeah, 3 years old isn't too young to educate. I started educating my children when they were young. So my youngest one. Okay, let's move on. Ebony says, how do you keep your ends moisturized? The ways that you keep your ends moisturized is this. When you moisturize your hair, so the way I moisturize my hair is I do the LOC method. What is the LOC method? This is where you apply liquid, like in form of water, to your hair. You apply an oil, but I use a lighter oil. I don't use this oil. So I use my oil mix. I'll put my oil mix on my hair. I'll take some cream, put that cream on my hair. And then for the ends of the hair, you know, when you're putting all these things to your hair, you're putting it also to the ends of your hair. To the ends of your hair, the trick is this. You can get a thick oil like castor oil. Okay? Get some castor oil, put it to the very ends of your hair. And then if you're going to do twists and stuff like that, I wrap this up, kind of protecting my ends. I'm not going to let my ends be out, because if your ends are out, they'll dry easily. So if I unravel, let me see one that I've not touched here. If I unravel this one, you can see, yeah, I need a trim. So you can also add shea butter. So if you don't have castor oil, you can take a thick butter and add that to the ends of your hair, and that will help you out. So hopefully, Ebony, that answered your question. So Miss Kika Okay Pali says, Twistouts don't ever stay on my hair. So I hope you watched the first 7 minutes of this live chat. If not, you want to go back after this live chat and rewatch it. I give you tips on how to let your twist out last on your hair. If you want to see a demonstration of all these tips, I'm going to put a video out right now. Just copy the link of the video and then you can watch it at a later time. That video takes you through a whole 7 days, 7 days of how I keep a braid out, a twist out lasting in my hair. So folks, this is the link that you want to see. It's gonna pop up on your chat right now. So yeah, so that's the link that you want to use to learn how to keep your twist out lasting a long time. So Atia MJ says, the back of my hair has shrinkage, but the front doesn't. That's because you probably have different curl patterns on that side. For my daughter, my youngest daughter, the front also of her hair has a looser texture and the back has shrinkage. That is just the way your hair is. What are some things that you can do? You can stretch out the back of your hair, okay, longer. You can do banding, you can do trending, but it's really not a bad thing. It's just the way your hair is. So take it as the way your hair is. So let's move on to the next question. Can a pre-poo be a hot oil treatment as well? Okay, there are distinct differences in a pre-poo and hot oil treatment. They're pretty much similar, but one thing is this. The difference is this: a pre-poo can be done in different ways It can be done with oils, it can be done with conditioners, and it can be done with other things like aloe vera. Some people even use apple cider for their pre-poo, but I don't. So that is the one distinct difference. The other distinct difference that you guys might not know is hot oil treatment can actually be done before you wash your hair and after you wash your hair. So those are the differences. A pre-poo doesn't need to be used with hot oil. Okay, you don't have to heat up the oil, whereas hot oil treatment, you have to heat up the oil before applying to your hair. So let's call a spade a spade. Okay, a pre-poo is a pre-poo. If you want to do a hot oil treatment, do a hot oil treatment. If you want to do a pre-poo, do a pre-poo. And then the next question that Lovely Me says is, also, can you use ACV rinses after protein treatment? I have a lot of questions, but I'm not a social media person. It's okay, darling. You are doing a great job, because guess what? You're on Discovery Natural channel. You're on a live chat. You typed something. So give yourself some, pat in the back. You're doing good. Don't be nervous about being on social media. There's really nothing to it. As long as you are being positive and you are letting your life and what you say edify other people and not discourage other people, so you are good to go. So ACV rinses are technically done as a way to clarify your scalp and your hair. Okay, it's also done as a way to close your hair cuticles. Open your hair cuticles, because aloe vera is the one that closes the hair cuticles. Okay, so open your hair cuticles. Now, somebody says, can it be done after protein treatment? Personally, after protein treatment, I like to do something moisturizing. So I would advise that you do always do a moisturizing deep conditioning after a strong protein treatment. Aloe vera. Try doing aloe vera spritz or aloe vera rinse, okay, instead of ACV. So that is my advice to you. So we're going to do a little bit of housekeeping right now, and that will make your experience on this live chat much more pleasant. So because I don't need to see stuff that I don't have to see. Oh, thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Chloe. Really appreciate it. And Dynamic Duo says, sometimes I use a product and I like it, but the weather changes and it stops working. Does it mean that it only works at certain seasons? I have a 3B, 3C, 4A texture. Yes. If you don't know, and I know I have over 800 videos on my channel, I am going to give you a video that I did talking about answering your question about how to know, why your products, reasons why your products are not working, how to know if your product is working, reasons why your regimen is not working. So I'm going to be giving you 2 links right now. You want to copy those links and you want to watch those videos at a later time. So we're going to give you that one, and then I'm going to give you this next link for your viewing pleasures. Yes, some products contain some ingredients that work better in different seasons. For example, I'm going to say a popular, I'm not going to mention the product, but there's a popular product that I used on my hair that contains, remember I talked about glycerin? Glycerin is a funny thing, because glycerin, when it is humid outside, when there's a lot of moisture in the hair. So imagine this is moisture, this is my cup. So when there's a lot of moisture in the hair like this, and it's humid outside in the summertime, what will happen is that glycerin has a way of it taking moisture from the hair and putting it to your ear, not your ear, okay? So it will make your hair poofy, it will make your hair feel soft and everything. Now in the dry season, winter, colder season, what is going to happen is that it is hot outside. I'm going to use this as my demonstration of heat. So it's hot outside. What's going to happen is that you've moisturized your hair with the same product that contains glycerin. What is that glycerin going to do? The glycerin wants to draw moisture. Okay, so what's gonna do is that it's gonna draw moisture from your hair in the drier season and draw it out into hair, causing your hair to be dry. So that is the short reason why some products work in some reasons and some don't work in other reasons. And I hope that answers your question. So let us move on to the next question. Cinnamon Cookie, that is lovely. Says, have you ever used moringa powder on your hair? I started adding some into my oil mixture. I have not used moringa powder in my hair, but every day I use moringa oil from True Moringa, and I use their oil and vitamin E oil for my face. That's the only thing I use to moisturize my face. I also take their oil and put a dropper full into my oil mix. So we do use moringa oil in our hair, and it works excellently. I love it. I totally love it. So that will answer your question. So moringa is really good. Okay, Catherine says, I'm wearing protective styles, mostly wigs, during the cold winter months. I want to try washing my hair bi-weekly instead of weekly. Is there anything I should do when shampooing less often? One thing that you can do when shampooing less often is to make sure that you are taking a note of your hair. If your hair stops being moisturized as it usually is, your hair might be building up products, because during the week or during those 2 weeks you are moisturizing your hair, you're putting products upon products upon products. And if you're using products that are thicker, some people use grease, it might be suffocating your hair, like drying out your hair that is all the products are laying on. So keep that in mind. If your hair does okay, fine. The second thing you want to do is that keep in mind your scalp. Your scalp health is one of the most important thing. Try using light oils for your scalp, oils that are not too heavy. And even if you use heavy oils, you might want to use them sparingly. Okay, so that's the two things that you should do. So let's go on to the next question, and I hope that answers your question. Okay, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. Oh my gosh, we're doing a lot of housekeeping today. So Moses Deborah says, how often should I wash my hair in winter? Because I stay here in Russia. Oh, that's cool. My husband used to live in Russia, and it can really, yeah, it can get cold. I believe that. How do you keep it really moisturized? You look beautiful. Thank you. So let me tell you something. Now, how often you should wash your hair in the winter time? I personally don't wash my hair a lot in the winter time, and I'll tell you why. Because in the winter time, my scalp does really well. My hair holds on to moisture really well. Yeah, because low porosity, just holds on to that moisture. But what you can do is, I want you to go, if you have a problem with determining how often to wash your hair, go by how, number one, how your scalp feels. If your scalp is really starts to itch, wash your hair. Okay, if your scalp starts to itch too early, try doing this. Try using like tea tree oil, massaging into your scalp. Even you can try using like green tea and spray it on your scalp, and that does help. Okay, now one thing is this: in terms of moisturizing your hair, I would say moisturize your hair as needed. Try and protect your hair, like when you wear your snow cap or your knitted cap, make sure the inside lining of your knitted cap is protected. So if you have to wear a bonnet first and then you knit the cap, wear it that way. Or you can do something. You can actually create your own satin line hat. I'm going to show you a very easy way of creating a satin line winter hat. So let's get this. I'm going to give you the link right now. You don't need to learn how to sew. So create this. Anything you can do to protect your scalp, your hair, that will help out. So yeah. So the next question is from Lisa. Lisa says, do you recommend washing your hair with conditioner? Also, do you recommend oil rinsing after shampooing? Washing your hair with conditioner, that would be co-washing. I say you can do co-washes, but I am a huge advocate of shampoo washing. You can do co-washing or clay washing or something. I don't believe in exclusively co-washing your hair. I also have to let you know that you have to be mindful what kind of conditioners you use in your hair. If you're using a conditioner that doesn't contain any cleaning agents in it, you might as well just be like just putting lotion over your hair. Truly, body lotion over your hair. Now, make sure that when you co-wash, maybe at the end of the month, you want to, or at the end of the week or at the end of 2 weeks, you want to shampoo your hair or you want to use clay washes. I love clay washes, but I'm going to give you a link talking about other reasons why I don't think that you should exclusively co-wash and not shampoo your hair ever. So, but it's really up to you. All rinsing is something that I've not researched much. I have actually tried it out. You want to make sure you're using the right oils. I will say use oils that actually penetrate your air cuticles. I will not oil rinse with castor oil. Just because you're gonna have a sticky mess, because it's gonna be like just sit on your hair. It's good as a sealing oil. This is before you even start oil rinsing. Understand the difference between penetrating oil versus sealing oil. Okay, so if you are using oils that are penetrating into your hair shaft, like olive oil, coconut oil, avocado oil, that is okay for oil rinsing. But if you want to start using oils like castor oil or which other oil, there's another oil, but anyway, that will just sit on top of your head. Okay, so you have to be very careful about that. Let's continue. So Nikki says, my hair keeps breaking off on the ends because I'm not using much protein, but my hair is protein sensitive. What do you suggest I do? You can, number one, if you've not yet done a trim on your ends of your hair, do a trim, number one. Number two, protect those ends. Try not to have your ends exposed too much. Before you protect your ends, you can even do a roll and tuck. So sometimes during the week, I wear my hair and twist like this, but I don't let it hang like this. What I do is I just wear my hair and I twist it up. You see how I'm protecting my ends? And I protect my ends like this. I wear my hair like this all the time. So you can do that. You can take a little bit of castor oil, again, put it at the ends of your hair, and that will actually help you out. Okay, so hopefully that will help you out. Okay, let's move on. Ebony says, I'm having a problem with the back of my hair to grow. Any advice would help. So the back of your hair, if it's breaking too much, if you're wearing your hair, if your hair is, I don't know what is causing the back of your hair not to grow. It could also be, like hair strands actually. Each hair strand, let me tell you something. Each hair strand is individually, it has its own individual growth pattern. Okay, this strand of hair, one strand right here, this strand of hair grows at a different rate than other strands of hair. So my thing is this: the way that you take care of the back of your hair and the front of your hair and all that hair is usually the same way that you take care of everything. But if you find that your hair at the back grows slower, you might want to try massaging the back of your hair, taking good care of it that way. That might be ways that you can do. Don't let your hair drag too much on your clothing because it can get tangled, especially now that we're wearing sweaters and all that stuff. It can get tangled, and so that is my true advice for you. So let's move on, but always remember that hair grows at different rates. So let's move on. Thank you. Janice. Hi, Janice. Welcome. You said, how did I get here? I'm not sure. I think you probably clicked the button, but if you did, thank you so much for clicking it. But we do appreciate you for joining us today, and I hope the information we're sharing is helping you so that you can move on to the world and pay it forward and help other people. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's move on. So Calico says, what about olive oil? Olive oil is, yeah, you can use olive oil. So I don't know what you're talking about. Olive oil is a penetrating oil also. So let's move on. Okay, Spolake says, I have some knowledge on pH balancing on hair. Good. But I'm quite unclear about clay wash. I use Razoo clay. Yes, Razoo clay is very good for you. Now, this is the thing with Razoo clay. The Razoo clay, the way it works is that it's a natural hair cleanser and conditioner. So it's a combo product. So when you use Razoo clay in your hair, you don't normally need to deep condition your hair. It does an excellent job at doing it. In terms of moisture, a clay actually does have moisturizing components, but I won't solely depend on the clay to moisturize my hair. After you use the clay, you also want to moisturize your hair. But does clays, do they pH balance your hair? Do they return your hair back to the pH balance that it should be? I believe so. I believe so, but do your research, and I'm so glad that you're researching pH balancing on hair. Okay, I'm so sorry. We had some distraction. So a good book that is really good is, let me make sure that the chat comes back on. Excellent. A good book that is good is called The Science of Black Hair. If you guys have not yet read that book, it's a very good book. And I know that it's there's a transition book of the science of transitioning black hair. So you might also want to check it out. So the next question was from Janice. Janice says, are you Nigerian? Yes, I'm Nigerian, but I do live in the US. Yeah, but I'm Nigerian 100%. So Miss Blue, hi. She says, hello, Sheila, you look well. Thank you so much. I feel great. Cheers to you, and cheers to good health in 2018 as it comes. Amen. So she says, what would you say is the best moisturizer to use for natural hair? The best moisturizer to use for natural hair depends on your hair porosity and depends on your hair in terms of how you are using the moisturizer. So I cannot say this is the number one best. I can say what is the best one for me, what is the best one for my children, but you will have to know what is the best one. Anyone that is the best one will have to have water first. Okay, that makes it a true moisturizer. Other things like hair grease that people say they use to moisturize your hair that doesn't contain water is a sealant. And the reason why it might feel as if your hair is moisturized when using grease is because maybe when you use it at the beginning, use water, you sprayed your hair with water, and then you took the grease and you slapped it on it, and it sealed in that water, which is the moisturizer. So the best moisturizer is water. Anything that starts with water. So that is it. Okay. So we are going to do some housekeeping once again because some people, their mouths. I'm so sorry you guys had to endure that. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so Naomi says my hair in the back won't grow. I've answered that question, so please, I hope I answered the question for you. So Janice says I'm transitioning. What is some advice for me? I transitioned my hair for a year, and my advice to you in terms of transitioning your hair is make sure you are deep conditioning regularly, number one. Number two, because you have your natural hair growing and your relaxed hands growing, at the line of demarcation is where your new hair growth and the relaxed hair growth, the relaxed hair connects together. That tangles up a lot. So when it comes to wash day is the headache. It's like, oh my goodness, when you're transitioning, I will say try and use oils or something to detangle your hair lightly. Then after detangling your hair, and you can put your hair in twist or whatever so that the hair will stay detangled, and then wash your hair that way. Do styles that camouflage both hair textures. Other advice that I have for you, I'm gonna put it, I do have a blog. My blog is called discoverynatural.com. I have a section called transitioning, and on there I have a lot of transitioning tips for you, because what happened is that I transitioned, and when I was transitioning, I blogged every single day. So I hope you guys have a good reading that. So let's continue. Black Dove says, do you Ayurvedic powder and herbs? I currently, right now, I don't. I have used Amla and Brahmi before. I don't do it right now, but let me give you the name of someone that is actually doing a challenge right now. So if you want to join her name is called Natural Ife. Natural Ife TV on YouTube. You guys go subscribe to her. She is doing an Ayurvedic herb 1 year oh God help her, 1 year thing, starting December the 1st. So I want you guys to, if you're into Ayurvedic powders and all that stuff, if you want to have more knowledge about it, check out our channel. So Kaliko says she loves Nigerian and their food. Well, if you like our food and you like Nigerians, you want to go over to our family channel where we took a trip to Nigeria, and our family channel, I'll put it over here for you. It's called DN Vlogs Live, and on that channel you see us in Nigeria. You see me making different meals, us doing things with the family, so, and even learning Yoruba. So if you want to learn Yoruba, we have a section where you can learn how to speak Yoruba, and yeah, so that helps out. Sharon wants to know, what remedies do you have to reduce excessive shedding? Okay, Sharon, first of all, I don't know how long you've been on our channel. If this is your first time, welcome. I have experienced a lot of shedding. My shedding is under control. Thank you, God. And the history behind my shedding is because number one, I have a blood issue, iron deficiency, blah, blah, blah. And it causes me to be tired. It causes me to lose hair. Yeah. And maybe that's why I'm not waist length right now. It causes a lot of things. Something that helps me a lot is taking my medications, getting my necessary iron, infusion, whatever, transfusion, whatever, and getting enough iron in me. Number two, eating the right foods high in iron, like spinach and all those things. The next thing that you can also do is you can try doing black tea rinses. I have videos on how to do black tea rinses, and I'm going to pop it up for you right now. So black tea rinse is really good because it helps in the reduction of shedding. It slows down that shedding process that you have. You have to be consistent with anything, with hair care, with anything for your body. Consistency, it's like your soul. If you are someone that you want to speak right, you want to be a good public speaker, you have to be consistent in saying the right thing. So let me give you the link for black tea rinsing. Now, one thing that you should realize is that with shedding can also be seasonal. So when the weather changes and the season changes, your hair will shed some more. You can also, during the week, you can use green tea rinses, and that has been life-changing. Today, when I twisted up my hair, I only shed like this much. Normally, I shed this much, but that has helped a lot. If you're someone that you just had a baby, you might be experiencing what is called postpartum shedding, and that one you want to make sure you keep on taking folic acid, your prenatal vitamins and things of that sort to help combat that. If it is excessive, too excessive, and all these remedies I'm telling you is not helping you out, see your doctor, please, to check your iron level, your thyroid, and other things like that. So hopefully that will help you out. So Veronica says that I bought unrefined shea butter. It's white in color. How good is it? Usually when I get my shea butter, I get it from Nigeria, or I get it from Kadima Organic Beauty Products website. That's kadimaobp.com, and there it's raw shea butter. It's really good. It's infused with very good oils. It is off-white color. If yours is pure white, like white, I don't know, maybe it's different. The thing that I read was this, okay? Different ways of processing the shea butter can change the different outcome of the appearance and the color. Also, some people say that shea butter can age where it used to be yellow, it turns to white and stuff like that. I don't know about that. Some other people say that the different nuts of the shea butter can change the color. So I don't know. Just make sure you're getting your shea butter from the right source. The only source that I trust right now, apart from going back to Nigeria, going to the local market and buying my shea butter, which unfortunately I finished about 8 months ago. So that is why I only use Kadima Organic Beauty Products shea butter. It works excellently, and that is the only thing that I use for my skin, and it works excellently. So I will not tell you something that doesn't work. So hopefully that helps you out. So Sharon also says, do you have any tips for 4C hair that always feels dry after being moisturized a few minutes ago? Have you checked your hair porosity? If you've not checked your hair porosity, your 4C hair might actually be a high porosity hair. If you want to learn how to check your hair porosity, what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a link right here. And on this link, it will teach you how to check your porosity, and it will also tell you what to do when it comes to finding out that, oh, if you're high porosity, which is hair that the moisture goes in and as soon the moisture goes out. If you're low porosity, this is your hair. Yeah. So let's do that again. This is your hair. This is moisture going into your hair. This is the atmosphere. So you put moisture in your hair if you're high porosity, and it goes out, leaving your hair dry. If you're low porosity, you put moisture into your hair. It's very hard to go in. It eventually goes in, but it takes its sweet time. Normal porosity, moisture goes in. They have a patty. They have a moisture patty. And then later on, it's like, okay, bye-bye. And that's the best one. So I amuse myself with this demonstration. God help me. But anyway, so that is it. So you want to check out what is your hair porosity, number one. Number two, look at the products you're using. If products you're using are products that are not truly moisturizing your hair. So for example, if you're using oil to moisturize your hair, if your hair is dry and you just put oil on it and it feels nice, and then after a minute it's like, this is dry again. Oil is not a moisturizer. Oil can be used to enhance moisture after moisture has been put on it. Okay, so yeah, hi Dora, all the way from Spain, and welcome. Yeah, so a lot of people have connected with a lot of people on Facebook. So when people have questions, if I don't get to your question right now, yeah, go on Facebook, go to Discovery Natural page on Facebook and click that message area and send me a message, and I can work with you one-on-one. So yeah, and I hope that people who have worked with one-on-one really loved it. Okay. So just to let you know, we only talk about hair. I'm not going to talk about how to get your to grow, because I personally don't know how to get your to grow. So that is why, and this is not the channel for that kind of conversation. And that is where my dear person, I'm not going to say your name, that's where I'm going to remove your comment, because we're not talking about that. But in terms of what you want to grow, please see your doctor about that. Thank you. Okay, let's move on. So Jenny says that, how do you do 2-strand twist? Jamila, I just did a 2-strand twist. When your hair is in all different lengths, do I need to cut it? There are two things that you should know. How do you do 2-strand twist? How do you do 2-strand twist when your hair is in different lengths? You do it and then you kind of fake it. You can do bantu loops so that they can be on the same length. But know that hair grows at different lengths. If you're someone that you're like, oh, my hair has to be the same length, you might just have to be cutting it. But if you cut it and you come back to me and say, why is my hair not growing? I'll say, girl, because you cut it. So yeah. Okay, so I hope that helps you out. Have you ever tried Olaplex treatment? I've heard about Olaplex treatment on Facebook groups. No, I've not tried it before. Neither have I tried like Afro-G 2-step protein treatment, all those hardcore treatments. I don't, because I don't think my hair needs it. I don't try like some stuff that I'm very iffy about. I have to get to a point that I'm like, okay, let me just try it. There are some things that I get intrigued about and I try. Maybe I'll try it in the future. Stay tuned to this channel because I'm going to try some interesting stuff in 2018 or even before the end of the year. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it. Okay. So let me post the channel for Naturally. Yeah, I think, yeah, her name is Naturally. So this is the channel for the Ayurvedic. I think I pronounced for the Ayurvedic. Let me just put, I think, for Ayurvedic. And this is for Omotayo. It is called Naturally, I think, Ife TV. It will come up. So put it, yeah, put it right there. It will come up. Do you have low porosity or high porosity hair? I have low medium porosity hair. So I have low porosity hair. Down hair is yeah, it takes like forever for moisture. Low porosity hair, I have normal porosity somewhere there, so I can feel it, you know. In my crown area, I have low porosity. So yeah, I have a mixture of hair porosity. Yes, you can have a mixture of hair porosity. You can have degrees of porosity in your hair. So you just have to understand your hair. So someone says, can you show us how you do the balls at the ends of your hair? I have trouble getting mine to stay. Better still, I'm going to put a link there for you. And then you want to watch this live chat again because I did show you how to do it. Bantu loops. You want to look at Bantu loops. This is the link on how to do those balls in your hair. And I'm going to demonstrate it again, once again, for you guys. This is the last time. So you take the hair, you hold it right there, and then you turn it. And while you're turning it, you see you're holding it at the point where you're turning it, and just keep on turning it like that. And that's it. Okay? So, yeah. But the video will really help you out. Okay, let's see. Which is better for reduction of excessive shedding, green tea or black tea? Use them together. Black tea is really good because black tea has a higher concentration of caffeine versus green tea. But what if you have excessive, what I would say you should do is check your iron levels, number one. Number two, use the black tea on wash day, then during the week use the green tea. I don't keep black tea in my hair because it dries up your hair. Use it the way that I said in the video, and that will help you out. So LK Raz says, I'm trying to start dreads, but every time I get it twisted, it comes out like 2 days later. You might want to go to a loctician and talk to them about it. It could be your hair texture. They could give you tips on what to do. So I'm not a loctician, so I don't know much about locking up your hair. So Omotayo says, just want to say thank you. Oh, you're welcome. I tried the black tea rinses with the first attempt and it reduced our shedding. Yay! I'm so glad it's working for you. So Sister Johnson says, do you prefer tea rinses to coffee? Yes, I prefer tea rinses to coffee. And why is that? Is because the smell of tea rinse is lighter than coffee. Yes, the smell of the coffee doesn't linger, but the smell of the tea rinse is better. So of the tea is better because it's very light, doesn't even smell. So also Naomi was asking any idea of how to grow your hair. I have a playlist of that. We're gonna wrap this up right now so that I can have family time as usual. And I'm so sorry if you're just joining us. I started this live chat early because my neighbors are gonna do a birthday party. Am I invited? No, you know, but it's okay. So let's do this. This is the link for how to grow your hair. There's so many informations out there, so hopefully that will help you out. Let's see what other question we have before we end this live chat. Remember, if I don't answer your question, don't fret, don't be afraid. I will answer it in the comment area down below. My live chat, I'm gonna keep my live chat on for about 3 days, and then I'm gonna be deleting my live chat just because there's no reason for keeping my live chat videos. I ain't getting in limbo, so I will be deleting it very soon. I just realized in my thumbnail, my husband is like in the background. That's so funny. I didn't even know. Oh, gosh. So, a water-based moisturizer and then oil is truly moisturized. Yeah, you can do that too because that's like water that you use the oil to seal in the moisture. Okay, so Sharon says if you can only condition your hair once a month but you need some retention of moisture, what do you do? If I can only condition my hair once a month, then I make sure that if I need some retention of moisture, what do you do? I am one of those people, I don't put myself in a limbo. I don't put myself in this box. If I find that only once a month I can condition my hair, this is like a trick question. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me put on my thinking cap. If I think I can only condition my hair once a month and then, but the moisture doesn't last, that is what I'm reading right here. So, but you need more retention of moisture, what do you do? I would probably condition my hair. I'm not gonna say because yeah, I'll break that rule. I'll just condition my hair, or maybe just do a cold wash or something. Yeah, I'll probably just do a cold wash. So, gosh, girl, you give me a headache. Ah, all this thinking about all this question. Okay, so Western. So Western says, I'm in the mood to do full locks protective style tomorrow. I really don't have the strength right. Oh, God help you. I've never done full locks. Ugh, it's a lot of work. I don't even do protective styles like braids and all that stuff. So, okay. So, we are going to do some housekeeping once again. Unfortunately. Some people didn't get a message. So Michaela says, how do you have your wash and go last long? Because I put Eco Styler on mine and it didn't last long. My wash and goes usually, for some people it lasts a long time. For me, I can get pretty much 3-4 days out of it. It has to do with how you keep your hair at night, what you do in terms of maintaining. Have you seen my wash and go playlist? So in my wash and go playlist, I show you different products that you can use for wash and go, night routines for wash and go. So here's the link for you, Michaela. Michaela, yeah. Hopefully this will help you out. And with that being said, let me see if we have any other question. Let's see. My shea butter comes from this person. So if you want to get a shea butter, this is from KadimaOBP.com. That's where I buy my shea butter. And that's where I get my shea butter, my oil, my African black soap shampoo, my hair mask, everything. So yeah, I know I should get a moderator. Oh my goodness, people, normally it's not this bad, but we just have some people that they don't know how to be respectful. They just say awkward stuff. So yeah, okay. So Claudia, I'm gonna answer a question. You said if you only co-wash in the winter to retain moisture, is there a drawback? Yeah, my dear, shampoo that hair once in a while. It won't hurt. Shampoo after shampoo, put a conditioner, deep condition your hair. So that is it. We're wrapping up for today. That is it. And I've answered everybody's question. If I've not answered your question, please let me know. We will not be meeting probably on Sunday. I don't know if we're gonna be meeting because that's Thanksgiving weekend. I'm gonna see. I don't want you guys to lose family time because you have to be with me for an hour. So we probably would not be meeting next Sunday. If we meet next Sunday and you turn on the notification, so click that bell so that you'll be notified. During this coming week, I might pop in and do a quick live chat, answer some questions. On Facebook, I'm going to be doing live chat on Facebook and live chat on Instagram. I'm going to be doing a couple this week, so join us on Facebook at Discover Natural Channel and also on Facebook at Instagram. Please, I want you guys to have a safe Thanksgiving if you celebrate Thanksgiving and you're in the US. If you're in other parts of the world, I want you to have a safe week at school, at home, wherever you are, and always spread positivity to other people. And remember, give us a thumbs up and a like, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Please, what time? Our live chats are usually at 3 o'clock. If they're gonna be any other time, it will just pop up on your computer. So turn on your notification so that when you turn on your notification, it will pop up on your phone and you can join us at the live chat. Thank you so much for joining us and have a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. Love you guys. Bye.